Alright, hey you guys, it's Jen, and so this is going to be our Monday Night Focus group training tonight, and I'm just recording this because I'm on vacation and just not really sure. It's our last night and I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing at 5 or 8 o'clock tonight, so I just figured I'd record this for us, and just know that because it's recorded, don't just try not to go posting it anywhere public or anything like that, because it's kind of like our own information to share with each other, okay? So Instagram is going to be our focus tonight, and if you're not using Instagram, this is going to be like a very kind of basic introduction to using Instagram for our business, okay? And so if you're not even on Instagram yet, then and you're just starting to learn how to use Facebook or something like that, I would say you want to master using one platform and then slowly start to introduce a new platform. Okay, so if you've already kind of got a little grasp, you've been using Facebook for your business for a little while, a couple months, then I would say you could probably start to introduce using this second app, okay? So first things first, I'm just looking at my notes here. The couple of apps that you're going to want to download onto your phone are going to be obviously Instagram, then also Captivate, Cleaner, and Telegram. Okay, those are the four apps that the four apps that we're going to be really using. Okay, so first, what is Instagram? Because I know before I started using Instagram, I was kind of like, I had it, but I really did not get it. I didn't really understand it. But basically, Instagram is your life illustrated through pictures, okay? And we're using great quality photos. So you're going to want to make sure that you have a good camera. So we recommend having the iPhone 8 or above, so basically the 8 or the 10 if you can. That has the best camera inside of it. I have the iPhone 10, and it definitely has, I think it might even have a better camera in it than my Nikon. So so having a good quality camera is going to help you out a lot with your photos. And if you want to take it a step further, I would say, when you get a little bit more advanced in your business, you can go ahead and get like a nice Sony or Nikon or something to take really, really high quality photos. And so so basically you're telling your life story. It's like your diary, okay, through these pictures of your life, okay? So you're documenting your life, basically, your life journey. So what kinds of photos are we going to want to be posting? All right, that's our next area we're going to discuss. So first, you're going to kind of want to think about like what your page is going to be about. So like mine's about, being a mother, being a health and wellness coach, and being with my family, okay, and success. That's kind of like my thing. So all my posts are really based around that. You don't want to be posting all kinds of random stuff on your page. You want to be having, sorry, I'm sitting outside. You want to be having content that it pertains to your niche, kind of, right? So figure out your niche and then figure out what kind of posts you're going to be making around that. But I know a lot of us are moms, so that's a really good one, is posting photos of like you being a mom. All right, not just photos of your kids, because that gets a little redundant after a while, but what people like to see, it's almost like a magazine, like posting a picture of you with your kids making breakfast, or you with your kids at the park, things like that, okay? So being a parent, I know that a lot of Herbalife people do a morning tea selfie, and so I've kind of taken on that too. Like I'll do a picture with my, not necessarily like the actual tea, but like just like my mug of tea, and just a nice picture like good morning, things like that. Then other photos that people like, that get a lot of likes and engagement, are full body. So not just like taking your phone and taking a picture of your face, but actually setting up your camera somewhere a little bit further away from you and putting the timer on and getting more of like your full body in that picture. Okay, for some reason that's just more engaging. Other posts that are good are love, like showing like your relationship, you know, that you're in love with your spouse, or like, you know, that you have a good relationship, things like that. Happy things. We never want to post anything like ranting. Okay, any of your social media accounts now, they are not your own personal accounts anymore. They are your business pages and your business. They're your shop. Okay, like your nutrition club, your storefront. Okay, so you don't really get the right anymore, I'm sorry, to rant. Now you can, like, you know, if you're having not we don't want to be fake, right? But like if you're having a rough day, you gotta just kind of always have that little like positive, you know, end it on a high note. Okay, don't ever just complain about the guy at the store who cut you off or flipped you off or whatever. Like, that's not what our Facebooks are for. Okay, our Facebooks are there for positive, you know, mostly positive things. Okay, so love. Fitness posts are great. So if your niche is fitness, then you're gonna want to post, you know, you can post a workout. Instagram, I think, lets you do a 2-minute video, so you can even post like a 2-minute workout video. You can post videos of your kids, like every now and then, that's okay. Videos of something like the other day we were at the trapeze, so I posted a video of that. So things like that, but mostly around your niche. And then let's see, Herbalife branded. So I know before I said I wouldn't post like picture of this, but actually that was a lie. You do want to have pictures of the actual product, preferably of you with the product. So like if you were at the gym, you know, you would post and you're shaking up your Rebuild. You would want to have the canister of Rebuild and you know, like doing, you know, like a muscle pose or whatever, just you know, showing that you're at the gym kind of thing with your Rebuild. But actually having the canister in there is every couple of posts you'll want to have that, so that they can actually see, you know, that you have an actual product, you know. Okay, so moving on. One other thing that you can post about is the events. So when you're at the Herbalife events, those are perfect photo opportunities. Number one, because you're dressed up a little nicer than normal, so you look very professional, and you're going to be with your team. So, and even if you are not with, you know, maybe you don't even have a team at the event that time for some reason, but you can always get with, you know, somebody that you know there and take a picture and post about being with your team. Okay, so those are really good posts. And then the goal, you might have heard Meta talk about this before, about posting 7 times a day. Okay, but I very rarely have I ever posted 7 times a day, maybe like once or twice. My goal is always 6 a day, but just pick a number and be consistent, because when people are going to be starting to follow you more and more, they're going to expect your morning photo, your afternoon photo, and your evening photo. And if you kind of are posting a morning photo and then nothing else the whole rest of the day, and then the next day you're posting, it's just we just want to be consistent so that our followers kind of know what to expect from us. So all right, be consistent, that's huge. Then taking good photos. So you always want to make sure that, number one, you have good lighting. Okay, so you want to have the light facing you. All right, you never want to have the light behind you, because that's going to create that dark shadow. All right, so try and find the light, and sometimes I'll take my phone or my camera and I'll just hold it and kind of have the camera open and just search for like the best lighting until I find it, and then I'll know where to go stand. So having that good lighting, that's going to be huge. And then, where's my, sorry, my notes are super small. Okay, bright lighting, clean everything around you. All right, so you don't want to have a lot of like junk in the background. You don't want to have all this stuff like looking a mess. Like, it needs to look very clean, and it doesn't really matter if you have a mess going on. Just shove it all to the side, get it out of the shot, and then you can put it back later. But make it look nice and clean. You know, if your bed is unmade, then just flip the cover up and try and get some of the laundry, you know, out of the picture. Okay, and then there's no filter. Oh, so try not to use a filter, or if you're going to use a filter, then just pick one for your page. So I use a filter, and just to have it, you want your Instagram page to look all uniform. So, and if you've never seen, I think all of us have at least seen what an Instagram page looks like, but it's all a bunch of your photos kind of like in one area. Okay, so you want it to all have like a uniform look, and that's going to be way more appealing for the new person, you know, coming to look to see if they're going to follow you. It's going to just catch their eye. Okay, so you just want to pick one filter. I use the second one, the Clarendon or something like that, and I always brighten it so it's like almost as bright as it can go. So it's nice and bright and colorful. Okay. And then, yep, having a uniform look. And then there's really no filter for confidence. So the best thing I can say about this is, if you're gonna make a post and you're not feeling so good, and you don't really, you know you need to make a post, but you don't want to because you don't feel so great, slam back some tea, make yourself a shake, and make it part of your post. You know, make it in your post about how good you feel now about having your stuff. But like, truthfully, if you're not using the product and you're not consistent on your results, you're probably not going to feel as confident, you know, as you would doing your program. So, Health Coach 101, before Instagram, use your products, but if you're not feeling so hot that day, just slam back some product and start posting. Okay. Okay. All right, I think that was really it for taking good photos and what to post. Next, I want to talk about using Instagram stories. So this is like the behind the scenes of your life, and just kind of giving your followers a little bit of a deeper look into what you actually do during the day and things like that. So you could be posting just things you do during the day, or just like really whatever you want to put in your stories. It's all good, I think. But you do want to make sure you're posting, like, I like to throw in some kind of like useful tips or useful content, things that I use, things that I do for my kids, things like that. Workouts, you know, again, different recipe ideas, other things that you do throughout your day. You know, you're at the gym, things like that. And also, again, how you're using your products throughout your day. All right. So maybe showing them like how you're making your shake, or how you're making your tea, or how you're making your Prolissa shot, or your tabs, or whatever. Okay. And then the thing with stories, it's like it probably will not feel natural to just start talking. Okay, talking to the camera, like talking to these people you don't even know. But it will get easier, and just think of it like you're talking to your friend. Like you're calling up your friend and you're just letting them know what you're doing today, kind of thing, okay? Because you don't want to sound pre-recorded. You don't want to sound like weird, or don't use any weird voices. Like, just try to be yourself, okay? And then, okay, so engaging with your followers. So you want to anytime someone comments on a photo, that's engagement. So you want to make sure you're responding to their comment. You know, if they're like, oh, you look great, you say, oh, thank you. You know, I always try and respond to any comment. if they're liking your photos, you can go into their page and like a couple of their photos, you know, show them some love on their page. And then, let's see. So, oh, and then personal outreach. So, okay, so then we're gonna get talking into, I'm gonna give you some of the scripts that I use, but there's a way to send direct messages in Instagram, and it's gonna be the little arrow at the top of your screen is gonna be your direct messaging. And I was going to do this on the computer and show you on my phone all this stuff, but my computer camera is not working, so I can't do that. But if you have questions, of course, just drop them in the chat and we can workshop through that kind of stuff. So the next step is going to be actually like reaching out to your followers through direct message. And so I have two main scripts that I use for reaching out for business opportunity. One is focused around entrepreneurs, who is somebody that I'm following that's liking my photos a lot, they're engaging with me a lot, and I'm going to reach out to them. And you know, I'm noticing that they're kind of already like a photographer, or you know, they do recipes, or they have a blog or something like that. And the script that I use with them is, I'm going to drop it in the chat so you guys have it, but it just kind of goes like this. I wanted to reach out to you because you really caught my eye. I see you're an established entrepreneur, and this person, I guess, was an online coach. So, and I'm not sure if you would be interested in taking a look at this, but I have an excellent opportunity that may be a good fit for you. Are you open to having additional streams of income around your current business? Okay, so I like reaching out to other people who are already have a business type mindset, you know? So that would be a great script for them. And then the second one is based around somebody who they just look like they have a positive outlook on life. They're posting lots of positive like quotes, and maybe they're into fitness already, they're posting workouts. Basically, like, I am looking for somebody who pretty much like has all of the qualities already of doing the business, but they just need to insert Herbalife into their life and start posting also about that. That is what I'm looking at, okay? And I don't really care if they have a lot of followers or not, because that we already know we can build that, okay? But what I'm looking at is, who is this person? Do they seem like they would be a good fit for, you know, to be a coach? And so I would reach out to them and say, you've caught my eye. I'm working with positive and motivated ladies like you every day. Do you have any interest in getting paid for helping others get healthy? Okay, and then I have responses for what, you know, I say, continuing on with the conversation, and I will post those definitely in our chat. That is like, and then I'm gonna do a second video, not today, but I'm gonna do a second part 2 of this training, and we're gonna go into talking about how to work with them through direct messaging, and then inside the Telegram app, okay? Because I feel like that's a whole nother beast, is like how to actually get somebody to buy the product and all of that. But this is really, you need to get this stuff going on first so that you can start building your Instagram. I'm going to talk really quickly because I have about 10 minutes, and I'm going to take a sip of tea. I'm going to talk really quickly about Captivate and Cleaner. So, and again, I wish I had my phone so I could show you this, but I'm going to explain it as best that I can. And so Captivate is something that's it's an app. It's going to help you gain followers, okay? And Meta's talked about Captivate a lot on her calls. But basically, yeah, I started using Captivate probably, I don't want to say like 7 or 8 months ago, and I had about 650 followers, and I was trying really hard for a while to like get followers, but I would always like gain 5 and then lose 5, so I was like always just equaling out, and I was very frustrated about it. But now I'm up to almost 4,000, so that's pretty good. I wish that I had done the Captivate with the cloud feature earlier, because I would have probably had about double the followers that I have right now. I only know that because Erica on our team also started using Captivate at the exact same time, but she started using it with the cloud service immediately, whereas I waited to just, I didn't really know, but I just waited it out and tried it later, and she has about like 8,000 or so. So she's got about double the amount of followers. So just get the cloud. It costs you $6 or something like that, but it's worth it. It's going to be very worth it for you. The reason that you want more followers is just very simple. You want more eyes and more, people to see your stuff and to work with. That's basically it. It's not to look cool. I mean, when you start getting a lot of followers, you do kind of start to look like you've got more of an online presence, I guess. But it's really for you. It's really more so about having lots and lots of people looking at your stuff and starting to follow you. And just remember that when you start out, it's not like all of a sudden, people are going to be just reaching out to you about your business. Okay, that's very rare, and I don't think that's happened to me at all. It's happened to me a couple times about being coached. Like people have reached out to me about wanting to be coached by me and how much it costs and all that kind of stuff, but not about the business. And so that's where working with them in the direct messaging part comes in, and it becomes really important, because it's our responsibility to go out there and create that conversation with those people. So if you have any questions, no question is silly, and I am not like an Instagram guru or anything like that. This is just what I've learned from doing it the past 8 months, like I said, and so there could be better ways of doing things. I'm not really sure, but this is what's been working for me, and so I'm learning too. So don't hesitate to ask any questions, and then next week we'll go into the scripts and the DMs and all that. Okay. Oh, I didn't talk about Cleaner. I got a couple more minutes. So Cleaner is the app that goes with Captivate, and that you're gonna want to purchase that one as well. It's $5.99, same thing. Excuse me. And that you'll want to get so that you can clean out all of the people that you've followed, but they're not following you back. Okay, because Instagram only lets you follow up to 7,000 followers, I think. And once you get to 7,000, then you have to delete some so you can follow more. So I'll do a separate next week. We'll go through all that when I have my computer, and I can show you how to use I'll show you how to use the Captivate app, how to use the Cleaner app, and then how to do the direct messaging. Okay, but for now, start working on your posts, get the Instagram app, and if you have any questions as you're going through starting out with it, just post it in the chat below, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Talk to you soon.